My name is Kelly, and I've always had a fondness for food malls. The bustling atmosphere, the aroma of various cuisines mingling in the air, it all felt like home to me. But what happened one fateful evening at the Mall of Gastronomy changed everything. It started innocently enough. A group of friends and I decided to meet up for dinner at the newly opened food mall. As we entered, excitement filled the air, but there was an underlying sense of unease that I couldn't quite shake off. We made our way through the maze of food stalls, each one offering tantalizing delights from around the world. But as the evening wore on, something felt off. The lights seemed to flicker ominously, casting eerie shadows on the walls. As we sat down to eat, I couldn't shake the feeling that we were being watched. Every now and then, I caught glimpses of movement out of the corner of my eye, but when I turned to look, there was nothing there. Then, one by one, my friends started to disappear. At first, I thought they were just going to get more food or use the restroom, but they never came back. Panic began to rise within me as I realized that something sinister was happening in the food mall. Desperate to escape, I made a run for the exit, but the doors were locked tight. Trapped inside, I frantically searched for any way out, but it was like the mall had become a labyrinth, twisting and turning to keep me prisoner. That's when I saw a figure lurking in the shadows, its eyes glowing with a malevolent light. It was like something out of a nightmare, a twisted creature that should not exist in our world. I screamed and ran, but no matter how fast I went, it was always there, just behind me, its presence filling me with a bone-chilling terror that I cannot describe. Hours passed, or maybe it was days. I lost track of time as I wandered the endless corridors of the food mall, haunted by the specter that pursued me relentlessly. I was found in the early hours of the morning, huddled in a corner, my eyes wide with terror. The authorities were called, and I was rushed to the hospital, but even there, I couldn't find solace. The memories of what had transpired in the food mall haunted my every waking moment, and even in my dreams, I could feel the cold grip of fear tightening around my throat. Doctors and therapists tried to help me, but nothing could erase the horrors I had witnessed. They labeled it as a nervous breakdown, a result of stress and anxiety, but I knew the truth. The Mall of Gastronomy was a place of darkness, a gateway to a realm where nightmares roamed freely. As time passed, the incident faded from the public's memory, but for me, it was an ever-present specter, a reminder of the fragility of our world and the dangers that lurked just beyond the veil of reality. I tried to move on, to forget the horrors I had experienced, but they clung to me like a shadow, tainting every aspect of my life. I became a recluse, avoiding crowded places and shunning anything that reminded me of that dreadful night. But no matter how hard I tried to bury the memories, they always found a way to resurface, tormenting me with visions of the twisted creature that had stalked me through the corridors of the food mall. In the end, I realized that I would never truly be free from the horrors of that night. They had become a part of me, etched into my very soul like a scar that would never fade. And as I sit here, alone in the darkness, I can't help but wonder if the Mall of Gastronomy still stands, its corridors echoing with the screams of the damned, waiting for its next unsuspecting victim to stumble into its grasp.